South Africa, when a man marries a woman, you take your woman home. You give her your surname. But today, our women are marrying foreigners. They are the ones who are bringing them here. Our black women, coloreds and blacks. The moment when they see a Nigerian, they think money.
Hi everyone, my name is Nolutando Mkalipi, and I just want to talk about how Ivory Park Police Station is failing me with regards to opening a case. I went to the police station on the 5th of January to actually open a case of parental abduction. So what happened was I have a 5-year-old daughter, and the daughter stays full-time with me here in Ivory Park. And we have an arrangement with his dad that during the school holidays, the child goes to his dad and visits and then comes back. Even this time, they fetched the child on the 17th of December. So when they fetched the child, I would communicate with the child through video call to check up on the child. And the father of the child, we are not together. It's been like 4 years now. It's been 3 years now. We are not together. So this time what happened was on Monday, on the 5th of December, he informed me that because I was also trying to communicate with the father, asking him when are they coming back, when is he bringing back the child, as the schools are about to reopen on the 14th of Jan. And then he would say, no, the child will come back, I'll bring his things, the stationery and everything. So on the 5th, he texted me saying that they went home. I'm like, home where? He's like, in Congo. In Congo, how? And then he's like, they went home. They will be back. I'm like, okay. I also didn't believe that. I mean, like, how is that even possible that you can just tell me right now that we went home? I called his brother. The brother didn't pick up. I tried calling the cousin picked up. And then the cousin was like, hey, I also don't know, but let me try to call and find out. They called, and he did say that there's people that are confirming that he's actually there in Congo. Therefore, I went to the police station to open a case. And then they said to the Ivory Park Police Station, they said that they are not sure which case to open for me because he's also the father of the child. He has the right. So I need to go and also consult with the children's court to find out which case I need to open. I went to children's courts, and they did say that I need to go to the family advocate. They're also able to assist with the bringing back of the child to South Africa. So what happened was, when I went to the family advocate, to the family court, because also my brother is helping me in this whole thing. He went to the Department of International Relations and Cooperations in Pretoria. As soon as he got there, they confirmed that there is a case of parental abduction that needs to be opened regarding this whole incident. And then they informed him that we need to send them the case number and the information of what actually happened. Okay, I come back to the police station to inform them that I need to open a case of parental abduction. Still, a case is not opened. It was on the 6th. On the 6th in the morning, I went to his place to check, and then I find out that he moved out. He sold his things. They told me, the neighbors, that he was selling his things on the marketplace. I went to the brother's place. He also sold his things. The places are empty. I went to check. I came back, still went back to the police station. They still didn't fix. They still didn't open the case. And also, when I got to the family advocate, they also sent me back to the social workers that I need to go to the social development so that they can also assist me. We called them over the phone because the lady that was helping me there at the social development, and then we had to call, because it's different sectors, so we had to call the social workers, and then they called, and then they said this thing is a case. There has to be a case that is opened by the police. regarding this whole thing. I came back to the police, and then they later agreed that, okay, it is a case. They will open a case. However, they need proof that, no, they said, okay, they will open a case. I was like, okay. And then that was on Thursday. And then they said, I need to come on Friday this morning. I went to the police in Tembisa South, to the kennel that was actually assisting me with the case. And then they tried communicating with the father of the child, and he didn't come to party. And then I came back. They said a case needs to be opened. I go again to check right now that is the case opened. I find that the case is still yet not opened, and they're waiting for the docket, as the docket was with this other lady from the Tembisa South. Even up to this far, the case is still not opened. I tried opening a case from the 1st of January, and I've been going to these places asking for help by myself, so that when they also have information, they just mix everything all together. But it's still Friday from the 5th of December, from the 5th of January to open a case. But today it's the 9th. A case is still yet not opened. However, they did confirm that a case needs to be opened for parental abduction. I'm also communicating with the father of the child, and I've also heard that they're planning on moving to the Europe, because that's where he's planning to reside with the child and everything. So I'm just hoping this video gets to the correct people, so that they can be able to assist me, as Ivory Park Police Station right now is currently failing me, as they have not opened a case. Even right now, I have not received an SMS. I've not received any information with regards to that a case has already been opened. Thank you.
South Africa, when a man marries a woman, you take your woman home. You give her your surname. If it's a South African, I marry in Thailand, I bring a Thailand, Thai, whatever here, and I give her my Swana surname. But today, our women are marrying foreigners. They are the ones who are bringing them here. Our black women, coloreds and blacks. The moment when they see a Nigerian, they think money. I know most of them, that's what they say. South African men got nothing. They can't give them anything. So, according to the way naturally things work, is that you are a South African man, you marry a Zimbabwean woman, you bring her home. Because that person is no longer a Zimbabwean, as a South African, and is called by your surname, Mazibuko Mashuku, it's yours. It's that person now. Even the children will be. So now, with this situation today that we have, our women are unreliable and dangerous. They are bringing problems here, changing the DNA of South Africa completely. Completely. They are bringing foreign DNA here. Instead of their husband taking them to where they come from. No, the husbands marry here and stay here. Isn't that confusion? How is it possible? Why don't you come and take a wife and take her to your country? Why must you come, marry the wife and stay here and call the children whatever? I don't even know their surnames. You know, Chidima maybe. But how? How does it work? You see, we cannot trust these women. They have even spoken so bad about South African men. Because the moment, they think money, they see money or whatever it is, they will forget. So now I can see why kingdoms relies on the sons. Not the wives, not the daughters. Because the daughters will just be excited about the guy has money. And they sell the country. How many of our women are marrying these foreigners, Bangladesh, Pakistan, because the guy gives them 300 or 500? You see, there's no value in it. But me as a South African man, my children will be South African. Even if I went to US and I married a woman, I will bring her here. Unless if I was in the US working there. But most of those African guys, they come here with nothing. It's like there's a braai we have a table. Everybody is bringing something. Another one bringing a pack. Yeah, burabors or whatever. Yeah, braai pack. Another one is bringing coal. Another one is bringing chuck meat. Another one is bringing lamb chops. Another one is bringing this. Another one is bringing juice. Everybody's adding to the table. But you have this African guys who come here with nothing. They come to the table. So instead of me getting a one solid thigh of a chicken, I have to divide it to give the guy. That is the problem. What is going on with our taxes? Because these guys are not paying tax. They come here with nothing. You see, why I've got a problem with African immigration situation is that the African man most of the time brings nothing. They come here, they make it here, and then they claim that they came with something. But according to the way things must happen, is that when you open a business as a Zimbabwean, Nigerian, or any African man, you must have about 5 point something million to invest in the nation. It's like somebody now who comes to the table, a foreigner says, "Hi guys, how you? I'm Muzi, guy, and then I've got this brings to the table." Now, if we have to split our things to share with this one that came with nothing from outside, you see now, the problem is that now I will suffer because of we had to make a plan for this person. That's why the problem is that now these guys who come here looking for a job, whether they have skills or they don't have skills, let me tell you something. They are eating from the table. They come in here they come there by the table, and then they come with nothing. So in other words, we must make a plan for them. We must all share from the table. So that's why it's a problem when these people come here and still look for a job. Whether you are an engineer, whatever you are not helping, you're not solving a problem. What solves a problem is investment that you come with into the country. I was listening to somebody who says ShopRite in Nigeria employed more than 2,000 Nigerians. I don't understand why other people, politicians in these funny, weird countries of Africa, they know that when a company comes from outside, they know this company is coming to gain here. The company is coming to gain. So the companies will employ our local people. The company will be able to benefit our nation, investing money, millions here. Like MTN. What MTN is doing in the rest of Africa, and Chankas and ShopRite and Spy and all this. I mean, I've been in Botswana. In Botswana, Spy employs Botswana. Game employs Botswana. What is so difficult about black politicians in South Africa that this is how it works? And the same people who advocate for this people from outside, they don't have anything to add to the table. They are saying share. Imagine Malema says, share with the Zimbabwe, we'll share. But they are not solving the problem. That's why I believe a white man is the solution. You'll see a black man is so confused. They don't understand what they are saying. That's the problem. Guys, we lost. We need somebody with, this skin here is your enemy. That's the way I saw it. That's the way I've been seeing the pattern. You see, the black politicians, they don't respect other people, their voters. They don't. But white people respect whites. White people respect their whites. They want to see them prosper. They listen to them. They even cry with them. I'm talking about leaders. Now you have all this running around here, coming on nothing open salon. Salon is for South African. Car wash is for South African. How can you have a whole man coming outside from Somalia? That is why people, when you give this thing called, this thing, this thing that you get when you run away from your country because of you are being oppressed. This, I don't know what they call it. I forgot. But that thing, it's asylum. You need to go to your country, your neighbor, so that when things get better here, you come back. And we're not supposed to start business or work in your country. You must be taking care of the state. But in South Africa, anybody can do anything. It's nonsense. Let's be straight about this.